Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure for max strength daytime relief. Unlike some ordinary cold medicines, it's specially formulated for people like my dad. DayQuil High Blood Pressure is sugar-free, alcohol-free, and decongestant-free.
Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure. The daytime, non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, cold, and flu for people with high blood pressure.
Like my dad.
Medicine.
KHTK AM HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD2 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, your home for the Sacramento Kings.
It's Sactown Sports.
It's time for game night, getting you ready for Sacramento Kings basketball.
He's got the bucket!
Game night is presented by Power Business Technology, your locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Contact them at 844-POWER-BZ or visit them at powercopiers.com. Here's your host, Scott Marsh, alongside the high flyer, Henry Turner.
And a very pleasant good evening to you. Welcome into game night right here, Sactown Sports, 1140. Scott Marsh with you. The high flyer will be here in a little bit. He's caught in a traffic jam coming to the studio. I guess there's an accident out on the freeway. So if you're out there driving, please be safe. We'll take you until 7 o'clock tonight. Kings and Lakers. It is the final game of the 4-game set between these two teams. It's a big game in so many ways. The rivalry factor, of course, that's a small part of it. The bigger factor potentially could be is if the Kings are able to win tonight, they win the season series against the Lakers. It would put them up 3-1, and then they would have any sort of tiebreakers against the Lakers, which always could come in handy. And, of course, the Kings right now, the way they're playing, they're looking for 5 in a row. They're looking to get above 7 games above 500 for the first time since the 04-05 season. They've got a chance potentially to get into the top 3 seeding in the Western Conference as things shake out now. So obviously a very big game for the Kings tonight. And of course, they want a little payback from what happened last time here at Golden One Center when the Lakers were able to beat the Kings 136-134. Again, as we mentioned, the game tonight, 7:30, it's in LA. So that's why the extra half hour in terms of the scheduling for this Kings Live pregame will come your way at 7 o'clock tonight. G-Man is always with the call of this broadcast. And then maybe the biggest story going in right now is the health of both teams, as both teams have people questionable for the game. I'd say more so with the Kings right now, as Domantas Sabonis is listed as questionable for tonight. We'll get a further update as we get closer to game time on that. Alex Len has already been ruled out for this contest. And for the Lakers, LeBron James listed as questionable, but that's probably a little less likely because he was listed as questionable on Monday night with a sore ankle against the Rockets. And what did he do? Well, he went for 48 points. That's what LeBron James did at 38 years old. LeBron James, I won't say he's reinventing himself, but he might be like a fine wine getting better because he's averaging 38 since turning 38. And it's simply remarkable what he's doing, of course, with AD out. And he is right now carrying this Laker team who is playing better basketball right now. They're trying to get themselves back into a playoff situation. They're below 500 as we get ready for the contest tonight. But certainly LeBron has been out of his mind, out of this world. The game on Monday against Houston was incredible for him. Again, not only the points, but the assists, the rebounds, everything else he's doing right now for LA. Also for the Kings, Matthew Dellavedova is listed as questionable. Again, a non-COVID illness situation. So we shall see what happens in terms of that. But certainly, of course, we know if the Lakers are without Sabonis tonight, that's a huge impact on this game. Sabonis comes in 20 straight double-doubles. The reigning Western Conference selection for the week in terms of what he did the last 4 games. All he did was average a triple-double in the last 4 games, all 4 victories for the Kings. I mean, an incredible week for Sabonis as he continues to maybe play his best basketball of the year. And the conversation about him being on the All-Star team, I think I don't even know what the conversation is. I mean, he is on the all-star team, in my opinion. Should he be in the MVP conversation? I think that's a different conversation right now that fans might want to have about Sabonis, the way he's playing right now. You look at the numbers, the triple doubles, everything else he's doing. You match them up against other players in the league, and they certainly stack up against the game's very best. There is no doubt about that. Of course, the last time out for the Kings, they defeated the Spurs 132-119. It really wasn't the Kings' best effort by any means, a game in which they let San Antonio stick around at least for the first half of that game. But as we've seen, at least in the last few games, Sacramento's come out and played really good third quarters. And that was certainly the case against the Spurs on Sunday. It was a 39-26 third quarter against the Spurs. And that was really one of the big differences in the game as they were able to pull away from San Antonio, who, by the way, just beat Brooklyn. Now, I know we know the Nets are without KD. We get that, but that was a good win for San Antonio following up the loss in Sacramento. And for the Kings, Harrison Barnes, boy, he is playing out of his mind right now. Another great game for HB down in San Antonio, who went for 29 points. He was 8 of 11 from the field, 4 of 6 from distance, 9 of 11 from the free throw line. He is really coming into his own and certainly playing his best basketball that we've seen this season. And you have to go back to stages of last year when Barnes was playing this well. So that is a welcome addition for the Kings. Of course, De'Aaron Fox continues to perform at an all-star level as well, particularly late in games. So there's so many good things going on for this Kings team right now. Obviously, it's very exciting for what's going on with Sacramento, 24-18. They're now above 500 on the road as well, 10-9 away from Golden One Center. And things looking very bright for the Kings as they embark on the second half of the season. You look at the Western Conference standings right now, and Sacramento, as we mentioned, not only atop the Pacific Division, but they're also fourth place right now in the conference. And as we said, they're really not that far behind third. The Kings at 24-18, they're just 2 games behind in the win column against the Pelicans. The Nuggets and the Grizzlies, both only 13 losses. Denver at 31-13. The Grizz are 30-13 on the year now. So Sacramento, in terms of the loss column, 3 games up on the Mavericks, who are 24-21. So, I mean, if things stayed the way they are right now, which, of course, there's so many games left, but they would not only be in a playoff position, but they would have a first-round home game in the playoffs. And how incredible would that be for Kings fans to be hosting a first-round Kings playoff game? That would be absolutely amazing. But let's not get ahead of ourselves because, again, the Lakers tonight, that the Kings come back home, and they're going to be at home for a little bit. They've got the Thunder on Friday. Philadelphia comes in, Joel Embiid for his lone appearance with James Harden. That's on Saturday night. Then they host the Grizzlies on Monday night and the Raptors on Wednesday. So 4-game homestand will be around the corner for the Kings after they get done with tonight. And certainly a couple of very, very difficult games in the mix with Philadelphia, who's playing extremely well right now. They have Tyrese Maxey back coming off the bench. The Sixers have been rolling. They've won 7 straight. The Grizzlies playing as good of basketball as anybody right now in the league. Ja Morant doing his thing, dunking over everybody. So that'll be a tough homestand for sure. And, the Kings, again, we've seen them at home struggle at times, honestly. I mean, they've salvaged the last couple of homestands, getting the 3 straight after losing the first 2 on the 5-game homestand. So it'd be nice to see the Kings really start to put out their home court advantage. It hasn't entirely worked out that way this year, but the road record's made up for it. I mean, to be above 500 on the road certainly is an accomplishment for the Sacramento Kings team, and something that is a sign again of how they're improving, how they're maturing as a group. Anytime you can go out on the road and get wins, that is very special in the NBA, and considering some of the places that they've done it. And not only that, but just the way they've taken care of business against the teams with lesser records in the league, as we've talked about on this show a lot. One of the best records in the league against sub 500 teams. All of those things are very positive for the Sacramento Kings. But tonight in LA with the Lakers, again, we know no Anthony Davis tonight. He continues to be out. The update on him is that he will try to get back out on the court next week, and he's looking for an early February return with the Lakers. But James still there, Thomas Bryant still in the fold, and we saw what Bryant did last time here in Sacramento. He was amazing with those 29 points and 15 rebounds. He was a huge factor late in the game. The Lakers, again, beat up the Kings on the glass late in that game, and that's something the Kings will have to certainly be prepared for tonight. And if they don't have Sabonis, it's obviously going to be a much larger challenge for Sacramento if Domas is not in the starting lineup tonight. So that's setting the scene. Of course, it's the Kings and the Lakers down in Los Angeles. It's the fourth game of the series. It'll be the final game of the year between these two teams. Sacramento with that chance to win the season series if they get the W on the road tonight. When we come back, we'll break down the Lakers a little bit more. We'll also get you around the league, get you caught up on all the other games that are going on tonight. Of course, the news and notes throughout the NBA as well. Game night is always being brought to you by our good friends at Power Business Technology. Experience how the power of family can help your business office equipment needs today. Contact them at 844-POWER-BZ or go to powercopiers.com. More of Game Night and the High Flyer is here when we get back on Sactown Sports 1140.
Join the Sacramento Kings on Thursday, January 26th for the Kingpin Classic Charity Bowling Tournament, presented by Rayleigh's. Bowl and mingle with your favorite players, coaches, Kings dancers, the 916 crew, and Slams It, all while supporting the Sacramento Kings Foundation. Learn more at kings.com/bowling.
The other day, I bought a cockatoo. He's a handful, but I'll manage. Just like I manage without home internet. Sure, my mobile hotspot is slow and makes streaming shows unbearable, but I'm making do. Oh no, who's this?
It's mating season, Dad!
No home internet? It's not that bad!
Don't settle. Get Xfinity Home Internet for just $19.99 a month for 1 year with a free streaming box. Call, click, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Offer ends 2/21/23.
Don't miss your final chances at $50,000 with Lasher's Elk Grove Dodge Big Guy Vince Bloom and Sactown Sports Pick'em Contest. Win a Twin Peaks gift card and a chance at $50,000 at the Hard Rock Casino Resort at season's end. Visit SactownSports.com for details.
It all started with a group of cowboys who broke from the mold and wanted more. 30 years later, the ride continues, and the professional bull riders have never been more ranked.
The best ever! We were here for it!
Don't be Celebrate 30 years with 3 huge nights this February 3rd through 5th at the Golden One Center in downtown Sacramento. Stop by Loop Neighborhood Market, where Monster Energy is available now.
Need to replace your house flooring but not sure where to start? Not a problem. Let the team at Gold River Floors lead you to victory. From working with designers to find that perfect color for you, to having the best installation team, the pros at Gold River Floors will make the entire process a slam dunk. With 3 locations to serve you, Sacramento Flooring off Power Inn Road in Sacramento, Gold River Carpet 1 off Highway 50 in Rancho Cordova, and Gold River Flooring America off East Bidwell in Folsom.
Folks, there's been some fumbles on the way to the big game, but he's been getting some help to get it done tonight. Here's the throw. And he's off to the races. He might go all the way. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, touchdown. He did it, folks. He did it.
Regain and optimize your sexual performance. Drug-free and surgery-free. The Gainswave treatment will help you get that bedroom touchdown. See what Dr. Dan Botha and his team at Gainswave can do for you. Visit gainswavecalgary.ca.
Life is uncertain. It's okay to feel stressed, anxious, worried, or frustrated. It's normal. With CalHope's free and secure mental health resources, it's easy to get the help you and your loved ones need when you need it the most. Call our warm line at 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhope.org today. Jiffy Lubes Country in the Park, Northern California's biggest country music festival of the year, is back May 5th and 6th at Cal Expo, starring Lady A, Chris Young, Brett Eldridge, and so many more. Plus, a Boots Boot and Line Dance Saloon, interactive lounges, and Sacramento's best food trucks. Weekend passes start at just $85. Tickets are on sale now at SactownSports.com. Country in the Park, brought to you by Coors Light, E2 Family Winery, and Xfinity.
Welcome back to the game night right here, Sactown Sports, 1140. Scott Marsh along with the High Flyer, Henry Turner with the High Flyer, who is here. And, Henry, I know you had some challenges getting in here, accident on the roadways. Just glad you are here. Safe, my friend. How are you?
Oh, man, I'm great. I'm glad I got a chance to slide up in here. It was rough out there on the freeway, and it wouldn't even wet.
No, there's no rain today. So
I mean, it was just starting to sprinkle down just a little bit. But, right there at Business 80 and right between Madison and Watt, car just wrinkled up on the side.
I hate to hear that.
And it went down to the one lane, so it kind of like bagged everybody up.
Hopefully everybody's okay.
Right.
Absolutely. If you're out there driving, take it easy. We will take you until 7 o'clock tonight. Get you ready for Kings Live pregame. If you want to join the program, you can do so, 1-800-920-1140. We'd love to hear from you. And, of course, you can always text us at 916-339-1140. And, of course, we're on YouTube as well. So you can check us out there on the Sactown Sports YouTube page also. You needed a police escort tonight like the Kings got to the arena.
Wow.
Everybody was posting about that. Yeah.
They got a police
escort?
escort?
Yes, G-Man, Katie putting up a police escort to the game. And you need that in LA. I mean, I thought that was just standard, honestly. Like when I travel for Davis football, and again, it's not anything, it's not a bragging thing, but like when college football teams get to the game, especially big time games,
right,
they always have police escorts.
Oh, that's nice.
Always do. It's just customary.
That's first class now.
Oh, yeah. That's how you roll.
Yeah.
So when I saw Katie and G-Man posting about having a police escort, I assumed that was almost commonplace in the NBA, but obviously it's not.
So. Not really.
Yeah, guess not.
Okay. I mean, I'll roll with it. Believe me, I wouldn't turn it down.
I hear you. All right, let's break this down a little bit. Obviously, the Kings are rolling. Speaking of rolling, they've won 4 straight. Now, not saying they've been playing great 48 minutes of basketball. The defense has been suspect. We understand all of that, but the bottom line is they're 6 games above 500, first time since 2006. A chance tonight to win the season series against the Lakers, a chance to get 7 games above 500. Having said all that, we don't know if Sabonis is going tonight. So,
oh, wow. That's going to be a tough one. But, going back to what you said early on about, this is the first time the Kings been 6 games over 500. That's great. But the thing now is that this game tonight, Scott, is the X Factor game. Understanding that, okay, you don't want to lose on this game. You want to win and, go basically, 100% on the road. But that's not the big thing. The big thing is, like you said, you want to get the split with the Lakers because they're in the Pacific, right, with you.
Yeah.
So the Lakers are going to be one of those teams to where probably down at the nitty-gritty of things, down in the nitty-gritty of things, they could be one of those teams to where you're going to be jockeying against.
Yeah, no doubt. Currently up 2-1. Of course, the Lakers won the last one, 136-134 here. LeBron had a big game. And LeBron, obviously, is just playing so great right now. At 38, he is finding a different level. And I know that's hard to say because he's always got a different level. But 48 on Monday against the Rockets, he's averaging 38 since turning 38. He's within 300-plus points of passing Kareem now on the all-time points list. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff right now going on with the Lakers team that's playing better.
They are playing better. But, Scott, I mean, the only thing that's different for LeBron James is his age. He's been playing that type of basketball.
It's incredible.
The one thing that's really standing out is that he's able to sustain it for such a long time. But this level of where he's playing has nothing new for LeBron.
No, you're absolutely right about that, although his left hand has looked pretty sweet of late too. But he has certainly taken over the mantra of put everybody on his back and making it happen for the Lakers, and they had to have that, obviously. AD's not expected to come back till early February. Thomas Bryant obviously killed the Kings here last time out. So
Yeah,
there are some other problems.
Yes, he did. I think that LeBron has galvanized a bunch of those guys who were kind of in question about what their roles were early on. When it was LeBron, AD, and Russ, I think a lot of those complimentary guys were like, where do I fit in? So when AD went down, then all of a sudden they moved Russ to the bench, guys like Schroeder, guys like Thomas Bryant, some of those other complimentary guys, they start feeling comfortable in their role. And when you get comfortable, all you have to do is play with LeBron. You're going to get some big time numbers.
Yeah, no question. The Lakers are currently 20-24 in the Western Conference as things start today. And if the season were to finish today, the Lakers would not be in the playing game. They're currently in 13th place still. The only teams that they're ahead of are the Spurs and the Rockets.
Wow. But honestly, Scott, they haven't been healthy because back when AD was rolling real tough, they were in a different situation.
Yep.
And then with the West being the way that it is, a couple of games here, a couple of games there, you were falling from second all the way down to 11th. And so when AD went down, that's exactly what happened with the Lakers.
Yeah, no question there. And as soon as they get him back, we'll see how that turns around. Obviously, so many teams are struggling in the West right now. The Suns are 21-24. The Warriors are 22-22. All these teams that you thought would be up amongst the league leaders right now aren't even in the playoffs.
All the man-made super teams, yes.
Yeah.
They're struggling. When you look at the Golden State, which is one which they are the ex-champs, so I will give them the asterisk. But
Clippers 500.
Lakers are out of it. Phoenix is struggling.
Yep.
So, it's a new day in the league.
It is.
It's a new day.
Does it hold through 82 games, or is this just the first half anomaly?
Well, if you look at what's happened the first half, you say, okay, yeah, it's definitely a new day. It's the day of the Sacramento Kings. It's the day of the New Orleans Pelicans. It's the day of the Memphis Grizzlies, teams that really haven't really been there and had they shine. They found ways to be productive and playing good basketball.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And Sabonis, of course, has been playing great basketball, Western Conference Player of the Week, averaged a triple-double during the week. That's how good his week was.
Crazy. And when you talk about, we have to get Sabonis into the All-Star. No. Sabonis is going to be in that All-Star
He's an
game.
All-Star, yes.
He has earned that.
Yes.
It's not one of those things to where we need to vote him in. No, he's going to be in that game.
I agree. The conversation is MVP, right?
True. His name is definitely going to be in the hat for MVP.
The way he's playing right now, it has to be. And how about Harrison Barnes, who's really playing well right now?
HB has been solid, man. I have to give him his flowers, man, because I've been very critical of Harrison Barnes. But at the end of the day, this last month, maybe a month and a half, he's been playing some of his best basketball.
Yeah, no, he's been on fire. He had 29 on Sunday against San Antonio. Of course, Sabonis went for 18 and 18. That San Antonio game was kind of like a couple of the previous games we've seen, though. The Kings haven't been setting anybody on fire in the first halves of games, and the defense hasn't been great. Now, to their credit, they have played offensively some great second halves, and they've gotten the victories, but it hasn't been a domination factor from the Kings in the last 4 games.
And no, Scott, and I honestly think that's where Coach Brown is really trying to get control of his guys and let them know that, yes, they can score the basketball. They can score the basketball with the best of them. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to do something different when you talk about winning basketball games at a very high clip. When you're playing teams to where you're trying to go bucket for bucket with them and you're not trying to have a defensive presence around the rim, when the Kings are scoring at a high rate, it's okay. But when they don't particularly shoot the ball well and they want to go bucket for bucket, that's where they get in trouble. So in the second half, and I know Coach Brown is in there barking defense. That's when you come out and you see the Kings put up a little sense of defense and they can get that separation.
No doubt. Last 4 games, they've averaged 135.5 points a game. Last 5 games have all been over 130 points.
And, Scott, and a lot of teams can't get that. They really can't get to 135. And really, if the Kings play defense with that type of scoring, a lot of teams can't get to 135.
No doubt. Here's Mike Brown's quotes on the defense. He goes, "We can't keep defending for just 24 minutes a game, especially in the second half. It's just something our guys are going to have to do. If not, we'll just keep finding different combinations we can throw out on the floor that can continue playing the offense the way we want to play, but more importantly, while getting stops."
Okay. That says it all in a nutshell. Well, if we can't play defense, well, we're going to have to find somebody, some type of combination to put out there to where, your offensive productivity is going to have to be at 80.
Yeah. Well, I guess the question is, what's the combination? Obviously, it probably involves Davion Mitchell, right? Who you might not have out there if you're looking for sole offense.
Well, I think the combination is going to be who's scoring on the offensive end. Because he already said if they can't play defense at the level that they need to, so basically defense is out the door now. Yeah. Now it's all on the offensive end. Well, you have to whoever is scoring the ball at a very high rate, that's what's going to be on the floor.
No doubt. By the way, how good was Davion on Sunday? 19 points, 4 of 5 from distance, 7 of 8 from the field. I mean, he really shot the ball extremely well, and it was good to see that.
Scott, the Kings are having success because they have a bunch of guys on any particular night can have a night like that. We already got comfortable with what De'Aaron Fox can do on the floor. We've comfortable with what Sabonis can do on the floor. Harrison Barnes has been steady, very steady for the Sacramento Kings. He's been doing his job. Now, when you leave those three and go to the rest of the guys from let me see, D-Mitch, the rookie, all the way down to Metu, Trey Lyles, all of those guys are capable of having that 20, 22, 24-point night to where they can score the basketball.
They are. But, I mean, Davion has struggled a little bit offensively.
No, he has, but I'm saying all of those guys are capable. And Mike Brown usually finds one of those guys who's having a good offensive night, and that's who he rolls with.
No doubt. And that's the great thing about this Kings team. There is true depth on the bench,
right?
Because you don't have to have your same 3 or 4 guys every night, because we've seen Trey Lyles step up
have big
and
nights.
win them games.
Have Metu
at times has won games for
big
them.
games. TD,
yes,
TD just came in for Kevin Herter the other night and had 20+ points.
And then he only plays 5 minutes against San Antonio and doesn't score a point.
That's tough, ain't it? But that's the life of a reserve NBA player.
But to the point, it doesn't matter who it is for the Kings. It's the matter they're finding enough combinations in addition to Fox and Sabonis along with Barnes to get the job done.
The main thing is that they have guys who are capable of doing that. I really think that that's a comfort level that Coach Brown has really found and seen, that he can say, okay, understanding that one of these 4 guys that you have coming off the bench, that's why he goes so deep. One of these 4 guys that you bring off the bench is going to have one of those 20-point nights.
Exactly.
If they don't, well, starters, you guys got to do your job.
Exactly. All right. Well, the Kings a chance to make it 5 in a row tonight, get 7 games above 500, first time since the 2004-2005 season. A chance to win the season series against the Lakers, a chance to get a little revenge, a little payback as well for what happened at Golden One Centers. It's a big one tonight. It's always big when the Kings play the Lakers. We know that.
Well, in our minds, yes.
Yes, that's true.
It's always
different in LA.
It's always huge for Sacramento fans. But, in LA, I think all fans of Lakers are just wanting to win a basketball game. They don't care who it's against.
That's true. All right, when we come back, we're going to go around the league. We'll get you caught up on the games going on, some other news and notes. We'll look back at the games from last night as well. Game night is always brought to you by the Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Sacramento. Maybe you have a New Year's resolution to give back to your community. You want to help out. You have a real heart to help children. This is one great way you can do it. There's so many kids out there who need adult mentors. If you're interested, if you're so inclined, call 916-646-9300 or visit bbbs-sac.org to learn all about becoming a volunteer mentor. More of Game Night right here, Sactown Sports, 1140.
The only place you'll find Kevin Herter is Sactown Sports.
Herter's open, steps into 3. He's got the triple.
Hey, Sacramento, it's Kevin Herter, and you're listening to the home of the Sacramento Kings, Sactown Sports.
Your local sports leader.
Power Business Technology is proud to be 100% independent, locally owned, and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a 2022 Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BC. That's 844-769-3729, or visit us at powercopiers.com.
What's going on? Joined as always by Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Chad, what's up with the Chrysler Start Something New events?
Hoblet is the most trusted dealer in California and is known for having the largest inventory of heavy-duty trucks in the state. We have every type of Ram 2500 heavy-duty available and zero dealer markup. In fact, right now you can save up to $12,000 off MSRP on new 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cabs, with financing starting at 1.9% and prices as low as $39,630.
Oh, is that all?
No, that's not it. We also have up to $8,000 off MSRP on new 2022 Ram 1500 Laramie Crew Cabs as well.
What are you waiting for? Stop by the Hoblet Ram Truck Center off County Road 102 and I-5 today, or search, select, and save at HobletDodge.com. Best prices, best selection, period.
$12,000 in total net savings after $6,000 factory rebates and $6,000 dealer discount. Rebates include $2,000 Chrysler Captain bonus cash. Must finance with Chrysler Captain qualify. 1.9% financing available for 36 months on approved credit. $28.61 per $1,000 borrowed. $8,000 total net savings after $2,000 factory rebates and $6,000 dealer discount. 10 at each net savings. See dealer for details.
Kenny and Jerry here from Bell Brothers. If you're thinking about replacing your heating and cooling system, we have a serious question for you. Do you really even know what you need?
There are so many companies out there offering different systems at all kinds of prices. How can you really know if what you're being sold is what you actually need? Or if the price is right?
We believe an educated customer is the best kind of customer. So give us a call and we'll help you understand all the options that make sense for your home.
And if you already have a quote from another company, call us for a second opinion, just to make sure you're getting what you need at the right price.
Quotes and second opinions are always free. So give Bell Brothers a call at 916-444-1234 or find us online at thenosurpriseguys.com.
The No Surprise Guys, Bell Brothers.
Hi guys, it's Mark. Are you struggling with ED? Did you know that a major medical breakthrough is now available and it isn't a pill? Today, Wednesday, January 18th, we're running a one-day special you won't want to miss out on. Coastside Medical Clinic uses the most powerful form of wave therapy. This is a technology clinically shown to repair blood vessels and improve blood flow. It's backed by 60 clinical studies, including from Cambridge. If you're ready to regain that spark, today is your day. Call us now and you'll qualify for the assessment and ultrasound totally free. You'll also get a gift that can produce rapid and powerful results in minutes. You're going to love that one, guys. Trust me. And today only, we're offering 6 tune-up treatments to our patients free. This is an unprecedented offer worth hundreds of dollars, but call today and qualify totally free. Call 916-603-2000. That's 916-603-2000. Guys, put a stop to your ED and get your life back. Call Coastside Medical Clinic now to qualify. This offer ends today, Wednesday, 916-603-2000.
Welcome back into game night right here. Sactown Sports, 1140. Kings and Lakers tonight. It's always fun when the Kings and Lakers meet up. Of course, Doug Christie is at the game. We know he's had some big moments versus the Lakers over his years on the coaching staff now, of course.
You know what?
That's my favorite Kings-Lakers moment still.
It's so funny,
Yes.
Scott, that, that was our highlight. And I'm going to have to ask some of my friends down in L.A., do they even think about, the little rivalry that they had with the Sacramento Kings? Is it even relevant in their minds? Because it stays on our minds.
Of course.
That's all we push.
Sure.
It was the Kings Lakers, and I understand why. I mean that was our best time on the basketball floor. But I would love to know, what do they think about it?
Yeah, they don't think about it probably is
Probably
the
not.
answer to that, or not much. But hopefully this is the year that the Kings start this second wave. And it feels like it right now. I mean, this feels like the beginning stages of something that could be pretty special.
Oh, no doubt. It definitely feels like the changing of the guard.
Yes.
To where all the, quote unquote super teams that have the mega superstars, and the mega superstars are up in age and they're not getting it done. It's a different style of ball. And then you have your new age superstars that's about to take over the league.
Yep. All right. If you want to join the program, you still can at 1-800-920-1140. We'd be happy to get you on the air with us. You can text us at 916-339-1140. And of course, we're on the YouTube as well, Sactown Sports YouTube page. All right, let's go through last night's game real quickly. We'll get you caught up on the games tonight. Bucks win last night, 130-122. Drew Holiday, big-time game, 37 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. This guy might be one of the most underrated players in the league.
Scott, we know how capable Drew Holiday is. We've had a chance to watch a lot of his basketball when he was with New Orleans, and then now he's moved on over to Milwaukee. We know this kid can play big-time ball.
He is absolutely fantastic. And, of course, Chris Middleton was out to start the year. He came back briefly. He's been out again. Giannis has missed some games with the knee. Holiday certainly stepping up big time for a Bucks team that will be right there when it all finishes. Spurs, how about this? They beat the Nets last night, 106-98. If we know KD's out, we get that, of course. It's not the same team, but still, that's a quality win for San Antonio.
Oh, big time. And one of those things to where it's going to really hurt for the Nets, because the Nets had really solidified themselves as one of the front runners, and now KD is down. Now the question comes, how can they hold on?
They've got to get about 3 more weeks, it looks like, without KD. So they're 27-16. They're still 5 games above 500 on the road. But again, it's very competitive in the East. Nuggets beat the Trailblazers at home, 122-113. Lillard went for 44 and 8.
Watch out.
The Joker, 36-12 and 10. His 13th triple-double of the year. Put it in perspective, Sabonis has 4. The Joker has 13.
13. I mean, it's hard to fathom when you look at this guy and say, how is he dominating the NBA the way that he is?
I just think offensively, there's not one thing he can't do offensively on any spot of the floor.
I'll have to agree with you on that, Scott. But the main thing that he does is that everything he does well on the offensive end is so unorthodox to the regular ball player to where it's hard to do anything with him.
Yeah.
He shoots off the wrong foot. Okay. He dribbles and passes off with either hand.
Yep.
His pump fake is pretty much his jump shot because it's all in one.
Right.
So, and then he's 7 foot and he's wide.
Yep.
He's definitely a freak when you talk about being able to do what he does outside on the 3-point line. And then he's so big and strong, you can't stop him from having, bully ball or ox ball down in the middle.
No doubt. He's absolutely amazing. That's why he's the 2-time reigning MVP. Speaking of great big men, Embiid certainly playing great as well. The Sixers have won 7 straight. They beat the Clippers last night, 121-10. Embiid went for 41 and 9.
Embiid is a man among boys. Because when you look at his size and his skill level, he's kind of like a New Jack City Shaq. Remember when Shaq first came into the league and he was so strong and so quick and so fast?
Yeah.
Nobody could do nothing with him.
No chance.
It's the same thing with Embiid. Embiid's skill level is a little higher than Shaq's on the outside of the floor. But the thing about it is that he's so big and so strong, and with his skill level, nobody can do nothing. Nobody can match up with Embiid. We just talked about how dominant the Joker is, but the Joker does it in a different way than what Embiid does. Embiid basically gets it done himself. The Joker brings everybody along with him. That's what makes him so dangerous.
Yep, no doubt. That's a good way of putting it. And again, it'll be interesting how things shake out in terms of this MVP race, because we know Jokic and Embiid are
both of those
top
guys
5 right now.
Both of those guys are in that. If you think about top 5 in the MVP race, okay, you give Embiid, you give Joker,
Luka,
Luka's having a hell of a season.
Giannis,
You
KD.
put
He's
KD,
injured.
You put
but-
KD above Sabonis?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would.
All right.
I would.
I'm saying Sabonis is
He should be. Sabonis is top 10 right now.
easily top 10.
Yes.
I would be offended if you say he wasn't in the top 10.
No, he has to be up there. I mean, you got to put Donovan Mitchell in that category.
And I'm trying to make a I'm trying to make a case of top 5.
I think he's close to the top 5 than top 10 right now.
I mean, I know you got, like say, Donovan Mitchell. I know you got John Morant. Tatum. But for what he's done for the Sacramento Kings and how he's changed things here, that pushes him a little bit further for me than some of the other guys because, the other guys got other all-stars with them.
Absolutely. And again, if most valuable, I mean, there is no meaning. You can say whatever you think is most valuable. But if you put the label on most valuable, how many wins you bring to a team, what would the Kings record be without Sabonis right now?
Right. That, and that's what I'm trying to put out there, Scott. I mean, I understand the value that Jason Tatum has, but Jason Tatum has Jaylen Brown.
Exactly.
All right. And he's got some other guys around him, Marcus Smart, some other guys that have been there, done that. Al Horford, NBA champion with him. So when you talk about just most valuable to a team, Sabonis is up there.
No doubt he is. Again, he is listed as questionable for tonight. We'll have more on that on the Who's on the Floor.
For what though, Scott?
Segment.
Is it for the thumb or something different?
No, it's a non-COVID illness.
Ooh, okay.
In fact, we'll let this out because it has been reported. Rashawn Holmes is going to start tonight in place of Sabonis. Doesn't say whether Sabonis will or will not play.
Right.
So, actually, it does. This has been updated now, so we can confirm. Sabonis and Dellavedova have been ruled out due to illness, along with Alex Lund. So it's a team-wide illness. And Mike Brown in the pregame presser quoted as, "It's just a stomach deal. A couple of guys have it. A few of them are going to be out tonight. I don't anticipate it being anything long-term."
Okay. It has to be something, almost detrimental to hold Sabonis out. This guy is playing with a broken thumb, Scott. So, it has to be something that's really bothering him if he don't go.
Yeah, no doubt about that. So, well, that changes the conversation when we come back a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Rashawn Holmes gets the start. Sabonis is out. How will that affect the Kings? We'll round out just the other scores in the league tonight so the other games in the league. Wizards leading the Knicks 61-48. Hawks over the Mavs 65-62. That's the half. Rockets leading the Hornets 53-47. Grizzlies blowing out the Cavs 56-35. Heat all over the Pelicans. And again, if the Pelicans were to lose, the Kings were to win, we're talking about a top 3 situation for Sacramento, which would be pretty cool. And the Thunder, who are here on Friday night, leading the Pacers right now 43-37. So that's a look at some of the other games. The games that are just about to start: Clippers in Utah, they take on the Jazz. The T-Wolves in Denver, they take on the Nuggets. And of course, the game we're going to focus in on, Kings and Lakers, when we come back. This is Game Night right here, Sactown Sports 1140.
Join the Sacramento Kings on Thursday, January 26th for the Kingpin Classic Charity Bowling Tournament, presented by Rayleigh's. Bowl and mingle with your favorite players, coaches, Kings dancers, the 916 crew, and Slams It, all while supporting the Sacramento Kings Foundation. Learn more at kings.com/bowling.
Hi, this is Henry Turner, aka the High Flyer. I've done a lot of amazing things on the basketball floor, but now it's your turn to be amazing. For more than 55 years, Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Sacramento has helped out the youth beat many odds. Too many littles, especially boys, are still waiting for volunteers. Big Brothers volunteers to spend at least 4 to 6 hours a month with local youth who needs guidance and support. So donate your time to Big Brothers and Big Sisters of the greater Sacramento area. Get involved. It's easy as a layup. Call 916-646-9300.
The Black Crows, live. A night of all their iconic songs. Saturday, May 6th, a special set from the Crows at the all-new and all-incredible The Venue at Thunder Valley. Tickets on sale now at ThunderValleyResort.com. Don't miss the Black Crows at the venue at Thunder Valley.
Guys, want to lose weight, improve your performance, and increase your drive? Revive Men's Health Sacramento can help you address the root causes of weight gain, low energy, poor drive, and performance issues. And since your testosterone level has a direct impact on your weight and fitness, we'll give you a free T-check and free exam at Revive Sacramento. Imagine upping your game, losing weight, and getting in shape all at once. Revive can help you make it happen with our new cutting-edge weight loss medications like your favorite athletes and celebrities use. They're affordable and available now. Weight gain and low T are treatable conditions. We know we can help you. Take that first step and book today. You're only one step away from getting in the best shape of your life. Call Revive Men's Health at 916-277-8599. That's 916-277-8599. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
People of the world, I am Chef Wes Andres, and I'm here with an important message. I'm speaking to you from downtown Curzon. As tonight gets dark, people are going to go to their homes without electricity, without water, and very often without much food to eat. This winter is going to be brutal, not only for the people of Kherson, but for many, many Ukrainians all across Ukraine, but especially in the places that they've been recently liberated near the front lines. The people of Ukraine right now are fighting for freedom. We're here with a very simple ask. World Central Kitchen will be able to keep doing the work we've been doing over the last 8-9 months with your support, with your help together. I know we will not leave the people of Ukraine alone.
Wrapping things up on game night here, Sactown Sports 1140. Scott Marshall on with the high flyer, Henry Turner. Again, Kings Live pregame coming your way at 7 o'clock, 7:30 tip. It's LA. They always start things late in LA. Some say they arrive late as well. But it'll be a 7:30 tip tonight. G-Man with the call. Of course, the big news as we get into our Who's on the Floor segment brought to you by Gold River Floors. The update on who will not be on the floor for the Kings. Sabonis has been ruled out. Non-COVID illness. Alex Len, Matthew Dellavedova out as well. But obviously Sabonis, that is a huge loss tonight for the Kings. LeBron is listed as questionable as well, but he's been listed questionable for a while, the past few games with the sore left ankle. My assumption is he will be playing unless we hear something different on that front. But again, the loss of Sabonis tonight, Henry, how did the Kings somehow make up for that against a Laker team that wants to beat you up inside to begin with?
You know, we love to say next man up, but losing Sabonis, you lose a lot. And, you know, we've always talked about this, even when he's still in uniform, but he's in foul trouble. You know, the problems that rear his head for the Sacramento Kings. You know, we talk about offensively how the Kings have really been laying their hat on how well they've been playing on the offensive side. Well, with that being said, Sabonis is the guy that runs where Sacramento run their offense through. So when Sabonis is not out there, the Kings kind of play a different style of basketball on the offensive end. So, you know, that's going to be a big thing too, not just offensively, but defensively. They're going to have to change how they play.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it changes everything for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, you know, gets the start. And obviously Mike Brown's had a little bit more confidence in him as the season's gone along. We've seen him play a little bit more, but it's been inconsistent.
Rashawn Holmes is going to be able to give you some meaningful minutes, Scott. And, you know, and like I said, especially on the defensive end, yes, he can grab rebounds. Yes, he can protect the rim, so-called. But at the end of the day, when you go to where the Sacramento Kings have their bread and butter, that's on the offensive end. And you don't run the same type of offense with Rashawn Holmes that you run with Sabonis. You know, Rashawn Holmes is not making those type of passes. You're not spreading the floor and, you know, letting everybody cut and get to the basket with Rashawn Holmes. Rashawn Holmes is a pick and roll, pick and slash to the bucket type player to where he finishes above the rim. So that changes everything.
No, it does indeed. Also for the Lakers, as we said, Anthony Davis is out. He's been out for a while. His return's expected around early February. He should start running next week if all things check out well. Austin Reeves out with the hammy. Lonnie Walker, the fourth, with the knee, also out in this game tonight. That's the Who's on the Floor report. Again, brought to you by Gold River Floors. Let the pros at Gold River Floors assist you with all your flooring needs. 3 locations to serve you. Sacramento Flooring off Power Inn Road in Sacramento. Gold River Carpet One off Highway 50 in Rancho Cordova. And Gold River Flooring America off East Bidwell in Folsom. All right, LeBron James. This guy's a problem. We know that. 315 points away from matching Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's all-time NBA scoring record of 38,387 points. He is carrying the team right now. What do the Kings try to do defensively? The Kings haven't been real good defensively of late.
Well, Scott, if I'm playing the LA Lakers and I'm looking down to face that LeBron James, okay, you know you have a once-in-a-lifetime type player. I would try to make LeBron be Herculean. I'm talking about on the offensive side.
Mm-hmm.
I would let LeBron shoot all the 3-pointers and all the jump shots he wants. I would pack the paint, and I would definitely stay at home on everybody else. You know, we all know LeBron can have his numbers, and LeBron can get his numbers, and the Lakers will still lose because he's not getting everybody else involved. You can't have the Thomas Bryants of the world give you 20 when LeBron gives you 40. You know, you can't have Schroeder pitch in another 18, 20 when LeBron gives you 40. You got to cut down the complimentary guys. LeBron is going to get his regardless. You just got to stop the rest of the players.
Yep, no doubt. Westbrook coming off one of his better games on Monday night as well. Here's the stat line for him. And the big part of it is at the end, 24 points. Okay, that's fine. 9 of 16 shooting. That's very efficient. 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Not near his triple-double levels of the heyday, but 0 turnovers for Russell Westbrook. The Lakers as a team against the Rockets had 2 turnovers for the entire game.
Well, that was very efficient.
Yeah.
You know, but the thing with Russ is
in scoring 140.
I look at Russ the same way I look at LeBron. Let Russ shoot. Let him shoot all the balls he wants. Be careful. Don't let him get downhill because that's how he scores at his best. But you let him score the basketball, and you do not let him get everybody else going. You got 2 players who can really almost will 2 other guys to a better basketball game. So go ahead and let Russ get his, and really make Russ earn his from outside the key. You know, if he want to shoot 3-pointers, go ahead. If Russ is beating
that's a win. Exactly.
If Russ is beating you from the 3-point line, that's God's will. Okay, it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
But you do not let him get other guys involved.
Yeah, and to your point, the Lakers are not a good 3-point shooting team
at all. You let LeBron and Russ shoot all the jump shots they want.
No doubt. You know, Thomas Bryant had that a career night against the Kings last time, 29 and 15. He really hasn't done a whole lot since. Was that kind of a one-night wonder, or what do you make of Thomas Bryant?
Thomas Bryant is a decent player. You know, the numbers he gave us was a special night, no doubt. But when you have LeBron, when you have Russ, both of those guys had double digits in assists. You know, and that's why I go back to, you make those guys scores. You do not leave LeBron. You do not leave Thomas Bryant to give LeBron James help, because LeBron James, first of all, he's going to start getting Thomas Bryant going. Now Thomas Bryant is warm. Everything he touches is going to drop. And then you got to understand, LeBron has the Superman cape on. He can score on 2 guys. So now you got 2 guys that's killing you on the offensive end. Let LeBron have his. He's going to eat. He's going to feed. Don't let those other guys do the same thing.
Who starts on LeBron? Is it HB?
Pretty much. You know, and I think KZ is going to get a good long look. He's been coming off the bench a lot.
Yep.
You know, Mike Brown's been using him and D-Mix as far as that offensive, defensive type situation. You know, and then the Rook going to get some too, because at some particular point they run LeBron at the 5.
Yep. They'll put him everywhere. And obviously De'Aaron Fox is going to need a game like he had last time in LA, where he took over that contest.
Well, he's
done so many games.
He might need to bring 4th quarter D out at 3rd quarter.
Yes. Agreed with that. And the Kings, obviously, this is a night where they're going to have to show their defense a little bit more because the offense will not be as good without Sabonis.
Right. One of the nights to where they're going to have to gang up on the defensive end. They're going to have to gang rebound, and they're going to have to try to get some turnovers and get out in transition.
No doubt. All right, it's a big game for the Kings because it's a chance again to win the season series. It's a chance to have all tiebreakers against the Lakers. Right. It's also a chance to get 7 games above 500 before coming home for that four-game homestand.
You know, a lot's on the line for the Sacramento Kings pre-All-Star break. You know, usually we don't start talking about these type of things after All-Star break, Scott, but yes, right now the Kings definitely have to get their work done early.
Yep, they do. All right, that's going to do it for game night. Henry, as always, great to work with you.
Yes, sir.
And have a great call tonight. All right, coming up next, it'll be Kings Live pregame. Jason Ross is here. He's ready to sit down in this seat right here with the High Flyer to take you up until game time. The G-Man will have the call tonight. Police escort it all. The Kings are at crypto.com. They're ready to go. Final game of the 4-game set. Enjoy Kings coverage all night long right here on Sactown Sports 1140.
Life is uncertain. It's okay to feel stressed, anxious, worried, or frustrated. CalHope can help. Access CalHope's free and secure mental health resources. Call 833-317-46